Welcome to another episode of A Ride with George. It's all about having meaningful conversation as you're heading towards your destination. So today I happen to have one of the biggest music producer, the top notch, all the way from South Africa, and he goes by the name Mr. Bash. That's the short form of Mr. Sebastian.
Yes.
And he happens to be nominated 4 times for South Africa Music Award. Works at Warner Music Africa, right?
Yes, that's correct.
Warner Music Africa as A&R. And then he also happens to be a multi-platinum selling artist. You're welcome, brother.
Thank you, George. Thank you. Happy to be with you.
Anyway, how is your stay in Ghana?
My stay in Ghana is so good. I don't want to go back home. I don't want to go back.
I believe Ghana has been good to you.
It's been very good to me.
Thank you. Before we come back to that, I want you to tell me how your journey began as a producer. How it all started.
So I think I didn't really know what I wanted to do in my career. I started off as a DJ.
Okay.
I started off as a rapper in high school, and then I became a DJ, and I just started DJing for some performers, some rappers in my area, and I always used to tell them how to dress. They need to dress like this. This is how they must perform. This is how they must conduct themselves. And they said to me, why don't you be our manager? And that's when I went into management. And with management, I did management for a number of years, maybe 8 years. I managed, I worked as part of the team for Casper Universe. I managed Nadia Nakai, Boise, Reason, a whole number of artists. Then from there, I went into filming because at that time nobody was documenting what we're doing. And Instagram just became big at the time. So I started filming for Casper Universe, filming and taking photos and just documenting everything at the same time, DJing for him. At the same time, when I was in the studio, I used to sit in all of the sessions and film them.
Okay.
So that's when I learned how to make music, by filming them, by just sitting there and watching them. Learned how to make hits, learned how to make music. Learning from all the great artists that were in the studio with South African artists. Traveling to Nigeria, working, being in studio with Dibanj, being in studio with Kid, being in studio with a whole lot of people, So I learned by watching. And after management, I got into making my own music. That's when management wasn't working out for me because I was giving my all to artists, and I felt like they weren't doing the same for themselves. I wanted it more than them, so I started making my own music, and that's when my second single went 3 times platinum.
Before that, you had a hit record with what's it called? Venom.
Yes.
Venom. Showboy.
Yes.
And I wanted to ask if you have any relation with Venom.
Yeah. I released music with Venom, so I started releasing my own music with Venom. So Venom asked me to help him with the song.
Okay.
Because he's a DJ and he wanted to start releasing music. I think he had released maybe 2 songs before, and he asked me to help him. I helped him with the song, and then from there, I said, I'm actually trying to release my own music, so let's do this together, so that I can make music and you DJ and play the music. So that's how we were working. And Showboy was the first song that we did. Ricky Rick helped us a lot with that song. Rest in peace to him. He was very, very instrumental in our career. So yeah, that song has spoken. Artiste, it has Ricky, it has a whole bunch of people, Blackie, you know, and then from there, the second song again with Ricky was Sandel, which that's the song that went 3 times platinum.
Okay.
I'm sure in a few months' time it will be 4 months platinum. It just doesn't stop streaming. And yeah, from there we went to drop an album called Love Is Pain after that, featuring, you know, a whole lot of people, and it's a new sound.
Before that, Love and Pain, what was the secret behind that?
So, Love Is Pain, you know, when we were in studio, we found ourselves making music about love.
Okay.
Whether it was wanting to be in love, whether it was missing an old love, whether it was, you know, talking about the stress of being in love and how painful it is sometimes, you know. So I was playing around with names, looking for a title. We couldn't come up with a title for the project, and I was just watching a video, and Love and Pain came up, and Ja Rule had an album called Pain Is Love.
Okay.
And then I was like, actually, I'm gonna flip it
Flip
and
it.
say love is pain.
That's very
So
smart.
yeah, that's how it came about.
You know, at a point, I thought Amapiano was from Nigeria
Yeah.
because of how it is dominating. And if you also check Ghana, we are also doing Amapiano.
Yes.
And I just got to find out that Amapiano is from South Africa.
Yes.
And you being a top producer, one of the top producers in South Africa, can you please tell us a bit history about Amapiano, how it all began?
Yeah. So Amapiano, I don't know the exact year it started, but I think it was around 2014, 2015.
Okay.
So it was, you know, there's arguments where it started, but it's between Soweto, Alexandra,
Okay.
the East Rand of Joburg, and Pretoria.
Okay.
So those are the 4 places where you know it began. So it from my knowledge, it comes from house music. House music BPM is about 120, 122, 124 BPM. So these DJs used to slow it down.
Okay.
They slowed it all the way down to 112, 113 BPM.
Oh.
And they started DJing it at that tempo, and it became a genre.
Okay.
And at first there was no vocals on it. It was very musical, a lot of piano, hence the name Amapiano. And in 2017, that's when the first songs with vocals came out with the likes of Lisleza and Angelic. Yeah, some of the guys who started it, you know, Kabza the Small, MFR Souls, I think our Canal, you know, Josiah, Disciple. So yeah, there's a few people. And then yeah, once the lyrics came, that's when it really boomed commercially. And then the log drum, that drum in it, in the piano, was created by Hindu, aka TRP. So he created that, and once the combination of the lyrics and the log drum, it became very popular in South Africa, like the most dominant genre. And then I would say during COVID, Vocalistic had a song, Kista. Davido did a remix to it.
Okay.
With Vigro Deep. And once Davido did that remix, Amapiano took off globally. And I would say Davido definitely opened the doors for a lot of African acts, or shine light on the genre. And then from there, everyone started doing it. And you know, there's a lot of Nigerian guys that call it Afro Piano that they're doing, but you know, we just like to keep it as Amapiano.
Exactly.
You know, it should be Amapiano, and you know, everyone is welcome to do it. Some people will say, "Oh, Nigeria, we've taken over," you know, but it's music, man. Like everyone can do whatever they want, you know. But I think Nigerians are more vocal about it. Nigerians are a big population all over the world, so you know they can maybe overpower a South African voice, but it's definitely a South African genre for sure.
Have you worked with Nigerian music industry? Any of them?
Yeah, I have a while ago. I did songs with Mastercraft, did a song with Scales, with Casper Invest, did a song with Wizkid with Casper as well. I did a song with DJ Exclusive and Sarkodie and MI, Burna Boy. Yeah, done quite a few. Most of them through Casper. Yeah.
What do you think about Nigerian music in a whole?
I love it. I love Nigerian music. I love Afro beats. I used to love the Nigerian rap. Fino was my favorite.
Okay.
Fino, MI, those were my favorite. Olamide, you know. Those are my favorite guys. Even the piano that they're doing now. I love Shali Poppy. Yeah, Shali Poppy is my favorite right now.
Wow. Now let's come back to our homeland, Ghana.
Yes.
What do you have to say about Ghanaian music?
It's really good. I'm learning more about it. I mean, I know of you know, like Sarkodie and you know the older guys. I definitely know them. Black Sheriff is from here.
Yeah.
I really like Black Sheriff. He has a song with Odumodu Black that I really like as well.
Okay.
Who else do I like from Ghana?
We have Shatawale. We have Stoneboy.
Stoneboy. I like Stoneboy.
We have King Promise.
Yeah. I like King Promise as well. I know there's a song of his. I saw him a few times while I was here in the club. So
do you pick any inspiration from our music?
Yeah, I think Black Sheriff especially, because he's a very motivational artist, you know, always talking about the struggle, always talking about overcoming things. So I think definitely Black Sheriff, and I'm very fortunate to be going into studio. I have a studio camp coming up where he'll be there, so you know. I'll be able to watch him, you know.
So very soon we are going to see Mr. Bash and then what's it called? Black Sheriff.
Yeah, maybe
doing something.
Right now I'm executive producer. So basically I put together the song, I sit in studio sessions and direct the music and say let's try this, let's do this, let's add this, you know. So yeah, there's an artist that I manage called Yams. So hopefully Yams and Black Sheriff will get to do a song.
So guys, this is Mr. Bash, one of the biggest producer in South Africa. He is in Ghana now. I believe you are still hunting for talent.
Yeah, always.
Have you come across any talented or upcoming artists in Ghana apart from what's it called?
Yeah, I don't know their names, but we exchange details. I was at a workshop for musicians, and I met a lot of young musicians there that you know I've exchanged details with, that are going to be sending me their music, and yeah, hopefully you know I'll be able to help them out, or you know collaborate with them.
Let's come back to Love and Pain.
Yeah.
We realized that at the point you went for a break.
Yeah.
What really happened?
I like to take time with music. I believe, you know, Wizkid said music is a spiritual thing. You know, you have to respect music. You know, so I don't rush. I don't like to rush too much. I respect my consumers as well. I don't want to give my audience, you know, music that is not good. So last year I was really working on other people's projects. I worked on a few projects last year, and completed one of my own. So this year I already have a project ready to release, and I've got a few others as well. So this year definitely.
So I believe this year you are coming with some kind of crazy energy.
100%. 100%. Yeah, I'll be dropping a song next month.
Wow.
Yeah,
Wow.
I'll be dropping a song next month.
I can't wait to hear that, you know. Everybody will be charming.
For sure.
Because now that we have Amapiano taking all over the country,
Yeah.
everybody, when you hear even Showboy produce music, amputeki, manana, stuff like that, everybody was jamming. We want your advice for the upcoming artists and then some of the artists that are performing now. You know, there are times where all of a sudden you see an artist performing very well. He's all over the place, and then within some few months, few years, he's nowhere to be found. What advice do you have for musicians and then upcoming musicians?
Yeah, I think you know, you always have to remain humble, because life can humble you at any point. We've seen some of the biggest artists lose everything overnight, you know. So you have to be humble, and you have to be respectful to other artists, especially when you're on the top, because you won't be at the top forever. And if you're respectful and treat everyone well, the day you fall, others will lift you up. So I would say that. And then for the upcoming artists, I'd just say to not give up, you know. I think because of TikTok and Instagram, you know, sometimes we see artists come out of nowhere and blow up overnight and become the biggest things ever, but you know, and you feel frustrated. Say like, you know, why is this not happening for me, you know? But for some people, you know, it can happen overnight. For some people, you'll be blessed with a long career. You'll be in the industry for 10 years. You know, some of those people, you know, they're big today and tomorrow we forget about them. So, you know, just focus on yourself. Never be too worried to be paying attention to other people. Can't compare yourself.
Wow. You know, as a top producer, there are times where I believe you've had a lot of up and down.
Yes.
What are some of the challenges that you've been through that you will never forget?
Some of the challenges I've been through is, you know, you can be making so much money, but you're not happy. You know, you're not happy with the people you're working with. Maybe they don't respect you. Maybe they don't, you know, believe in you, or I don't know, they're just difficult to work with. They're just disrespectful, you know. And there's times where like I've really had a lot going on for myself, and I had to leave it all. And it's happened maybe 3 times, 4 times in my career where
you feel like just giving up, just let everything go.
And I did. I left those people and I started over. And my biggest thing, and I believe that it helped me, because I know that even if I lose everything tomorrow, I can start all over again and I can do it again. I have that. It's not by luck that I am where I am, through hard work. So yeah, that's my biggest lesson, is never be afraid to start over. Yeah.
Because I know there are times, and I've heard it a number of times, where you will see you sign an artist, and then all of a sudden he's leaving the record label.
Yes.
And then it's like, so what happened? Everything, all the energy, the money, investment, everything we've done for you has become waste. We have to now go and look for another artist.
100%. A lot of people forget the things that you do for them very quickly once they get to where they think is the top. But a lot of people, they are very short-sighted. They think they're at the top, but they might be in the top of Ghana, but you're not at the top of Africa, you're not at the top of the world. You know, so you can always get bigger and bigger and bigger, you know. So those are very short-sighted artists, small-minded artists. So sometimes, you know, it's actually a blessing. For me, it's a blessing if I look back that, you know, of course it was hard at the time, but it was a blessing that I left those people, because I wouldn't be where I am today if I stayed.
Wow. So this year, we are expecting a lot from Mr. Bash.
100%. 100%.
I wish we could continue this show or this talk for a very long time, but we are almost at our destination. Now, my last question, my final question. What do you have to say about Uber service in general? Uber drivers and how they manage everything. What do you have to say about that?
I think I'm happy with Uber. You know,
are you always safe?
Yeah, I'm always safe, and I think doing things through the app really helps because if anything bad happens, people can see where you are, people can track you. Whereas when I was younger, there was no Uber service. You're just jumping into a car with a person you've never met. No one has, you don't go through any process of being checked or anything like that. So I think Uber is really good. It's made life very convenient.
Okay. What do you have to say about Ride with George?
Ride with George. You made my trip.
Hey.
You took us to places. You took us far away. Hey, we overcame a flood even. Yeah, I know you really showed us a good time in Ghana, and I'm gonna see you again next year, December. Positive. If I don't come back sooner.
Positive.
But yeah, no, very happy. Positive. We're gonna do part 2. Next time we're here, we'll do part 2.
Yeah, part 2. You guys will see the progress.
Yes.
And we are going to be jamming on your music.
100%.
Yeah. So lovely viewers, we wish we could continue this show, but our time is up. Please, do you have any social media handle that you like to share?
You can follow me, Shishiliza44.
Shishiliza.
Yeah, that's my stage name.
Which is SHISHILIZA.
Yeah.
Shishiliza.
Yeah.
What's the meaning of Shishiliza?
It means slide. Slide.
Yeah. Okay. On all social media platforms, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So guys, please don't forget to share this video, don't forget to like, and don't forget to hit the notification button. Anyway, happy new year to you all. New energy, new vibe this year. Stay blessed. It's your ride.